Oh.
This is my audience. People call it sharing, the media calls it tearing, as in tearing apart the media piece by piece. According to the RIAA, between 2004 and 2009 alone, approximately 30 billion songs were illegally downloaded in file sharing networks. Well, what's the problem with that? Don't we as a people have the right to give what we bought? The purpose of my speech is to persuade you to stop illegally downloading music. Today, I will be presenting to you why you cannot justify stealing music, who it affects, and why we must stop. Stealing music, in short, causes ethical implications. This is a widespread problem that continues to grow every year, becoming more and more culturally acceptable. Most of you have done it or know someone who has. To continue downloading music, we must come up with a way to justify it in our minds. Artists shouldn't mind fans touring their music, right? They make so much money, what does a couple extra dollars mean to them? They are musicians. They should be content with just writing music. This is such a socialistic concept. The idea that if someone has so much, why does it matter if they just took a little bit? This is often the justification we use. This throws up a red flag for me, and if you don't agree, how about we make a deal? They do their job for free, making music, but you have to do your job for free. See where this is flawed? If you enjoy listening to their music, why don't you just buy it and support them? When you steal music, it probably doesn't affect the big artists much, but it affects the smaller people. The editors, the layout people, the marketing people, the cover designer, even the maintenance staff in the building where the music was put together. Those are the people who are getting paid from the cost of the music. The big artists isn't swaying the loss, but the people who brought the music to the market are. In most situations, small artists spend all their time producing music for you to listen to. This is their only source of income. Sure, big artists have a lot of money, but what about the smaller artists? If you don't buy their music, how will they have money to produce more music? More importantly, how can they put food on the table? They can't support their families. Friends of mine solely rely on the music they produce as their main sources of income. Examples like this remind me of how stealing music, whatever the context, is wrong and can be detrimental to the artist. We see the main decline of the music industry through CDs. This is where most of the revenue of the music industry comes from. CDs are expensive. A lot of people believe that because of iTunes and other MP3 buying websites that CDs are becoming obsolete. According to MusicInsider.com, sales were starting to plummet by 1999. iTunes was not founded until 2011, so it was not around. It's always not around at the peak of CD sales. What caused was the spiral of sound with sales was the illegal spread of music. Who's to blame? NPD reports that only 37% of music acquired by U.S. consumers in 2009 was paid for. Now, these statistics not only affect the artists, but indirectly affect us. In the 15 to 24-year age group, 34% admitted to sharing music online without paying for it. By not paying for this music, you have weakened our economy, causing jobs to be lost. According to the Frontier Economics, U.S. internet users annually consume between $7 to $20 billion of digitally pirated music. Internet piracy means lost livelihood and lost jobs, not just in the record companies, but across the entire music community. This also affects us and our ability to buy music. Prices on iTunes have begun to rise due to these illegal downloads, because record companies still desire to make the same amount of money as they were. I don't think you're a terrible person if you frequently download content. Just own the fact that it's wrong. Don't make yourself out to be a victim of a culture whose only option is to steal just because you can't spare a couple extra dollars. Now that I've explained all the problems and effects illegal downloading has, I hope I've persuaded you to not do it anymore. Thank you. And here's my audience.